Okay, huge news just dropped for XRP and the XRP Ledger. Permission domains have officially been passed and gone live. And if you're sitting there thinking, Matty, I have absolutely no clue what this means, don't worry. Honestly, most people don't. And that includes a lot of people on social media pretending that they do. So in this video, I'm going to break this down in plain English. No technical waffle, no developer nonsense, just simple explanation. So even if you're brand new to crypto, you'll understand exactly what permission domains are, why they exist, whether they even matter. And the big one that probably most people care about, does this affect the XRP price? Because there is a lot of noise online right now. Some people saying this is massive and others saying it means nothing. So today, we're going to separate the facts from the hype. But before we jump into that, today's video sponsor is Blofin. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know that Blofin is one of the exchanges that I personally use, especially when it comes to trading and automation tools. One thing a lot of people like about Blofin is that its KYC is optional, which means you can sign up and start trading quickly without going through heavy identity verification. They've also got a solid liquidity, spot trading, leverage trading, and they also support API connections, which is perfect if you've ever wanted to experiment with trading automations or bots in the future. And if you use my link in the description, you're going to get access to enhanced sign-up bonuses and trading rewards that you won't get if you just go directly to the website yourself. So if you're looking for an exchange to try out, definitely check them out. There's a link in the description. Right, let's get into the good stuff. Before we talk about permission domains, we need to quickly understand something called the XRP Ledger, also known as the XRPL. The XRP Ledger is basically the technology network that XRP runs on. Think of it like XRP is the car and the XRP Ledger is the motorway. It's the system that allows XRP to move from one wallet to another quickly, cheaply, and securely. And the XRP Ledger has always been known for being fast, cheap, open to everybody, and very efficient for payments. Anybody can join it, anybody can send transactions, and anybody can build things on top of it, which is great for decentralization, but sometimes not perfect for big financial institutions. And that leads us to why permissioned domains exist. Here's the reality. Banks, payment companies, and large financial firms love blockchain technology. They love the speed, the transparency, reduced costs, and global settlement. But there's one massive problem for them: regulation. Big institutions cannot just operate inside fully open systems where anybody can participate anonymously. There are no identity checks and there are no compliance controls because governments and regulators simply will not allow it. These companies have legal responsibilities around things like anti-money laundering, customer verification, fraud prevention, and maybe even transaction monitoring. So historically, they've had two choices. Option one, which is build their own private blockchain, which removes decentralization and limits liquidity. And then there's option two, which is to avoid public blockchains altogether. And neither option is ideal for the banks in 2026. And this is where permissioned domains come in. Now I want you to imagine something simple. Picture the XRP Ledger as a massive public playground. Anybody can walk into it. Anyone can use the equipment. Anybody can interact with anybody else. That is basically how public blockchains work. Now, permissioned domains are like a VIP section inside that playground. The playground is still public, but inside the VIP area, you need permissions to enter. You maybe even need ID. Maybe you even need approval. Maybe you even need to meet compliance rules. But once you're inside, you're still connected to the main playground. You haven't left the network. You're just operating in a controlled section inside of it. And that is literally what permissioned domains allow institutions to do. Permissioned domains allow companies and institutions to create areas of the XRP Ledger where only approved participants can trade or interact. Specific financial products can exist there, and identity verification can be required, and even compliance rules can be enforced. And this is incredibly important because it allows institutions to use blockchain technology without breaking regulatory rules. It's basically bridging the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance. And whether you like the banks or not, when big money enters the system, it usually increases liquidity, development, and long-term adoption. But does this create a different XRP price? Now, this is the question that everybody is asking, and the answer quite simply is no. There is still only one XRP price globally. Permissioned domains do not create institutional XRP as a separate entity and then have a retail one completely separate for us. And it doesn't have separate pricing markets. Now, be warned, People are going to tell you this on social media, just like they did with the dark pools. I'm sure we all saw those videos about the dark pools. Well, listen to what I'm telling you. There is one price. It doesn't matter whether it's institution or retail. It's one price operating on the same XRP ledger. There's just a slight section there where they will have extra rules to even get into it for compliance reasons and regulation reasons. It's still the same asset. Because if XRP somehow became more expensive inside the permission domain than outside it, traders would instantly buy the cheaper XRP and sell it in the more expensive market. And that keeps prices balanced across the entire ecosystem because they're the same price in both. So XRP remains a single global asset with one price. Watch TikTok over the next few days. Trust me when I'm telling you this. Just watch what TikTok says. So why do some people think this is bullish? Even though it doesn't directly pump the price, it does change infrastructure. And infrastructure upgrades in crypto are often long-term bullish, not instant bullish. Here's the potential logic. If permission domains work, then more institutions might build on the XRPL. More financial products could launch on the XRPL. And more capital could flow through the XRPL. And also, more demand for liquidity could exist. And XRP plays a major role in liquidity and settlement across the ledger. So it doesn't create immediate price spikes, but it increases the possibility of real-world usage expanding. And adoption is what historically drives long-term crypto growth. Now, you guys know me. I'm never going to sit here and just scream bullish headlines without some balance, because permission domains are only useful if institutions actually use them. This is infrastructure. Think of it like building a brand new motorway. Just because the motorway exists doesn't mean the cars instantly appear. It creates potential, but adoption takes time. So anybody telling you that this guarantees the XRP price will explode tomorrow, they're either misinformed or they're chasing clicks. Ripple has always focused on working with regulators, not against them. They've always targeted banks, payment corridors, enterprise solutions, and cross-border settlement. Permission domains fit that exact strategy. They allow institutions to operate inside blockchain environments safely. And that strengthens the XRPL's position as one of the most institution-friendly networks in crypto. But this isn't just an XRP story. This is part of a bigger crypto evolution. We're moving towards hybrid systems where public blockchains remain open, but regulated sectors operate in controlled zones inside them. And if that model works, it could become standard across the industry. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this. Permission domains are basically regulated VIP sections inside the XRP ledger. They're designed for institutions and they're still connected to the public network and they're still using the same XRP with the same price. But this doesn't instantly change the price. But they have expanded potential real-world adoption with this move. Before we wrap up, I want to quickly mention something that I genuinely think is important in crypto, especially now. Crypto can be a very lonely place, and if your best friend isn't into crypto, you're basically stuck talking to yourself or arguing with strangers on Twitter. This is exactly why we built the Crypto Wolfpack community. Inside the Wolfpack, you've got ready-made family of normal, everyday crypto people. People learning, people trading, people sharing ideas. People helping each other through the wins and the losses. We run daily live streams, trading discussions, education sessions, and we also provide signals and market breakdowns. Membership is £25 a month, but if you use the promo code LIVE25, it drops the first month down to £18. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Right guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like because it massively helps this channel. And make sure you hit the subscribe. It's free. It's completely free to hit the subscribe button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think permission domains are a big deal long term? Or do you think they're being overhyped? As always, stay safe, stay smart, and I'll see you on the next one. And remember this, the strength of the wolf is in the pack.